Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm Kelsey here with your monthly tarot reading if you are a Human Design Reflector. This is your channeled message and tarot reading for the month of February 2022. So let's get into it. What do we have in store for the month of February for all our reflectors out there? You guys, if you don't know this, we're about 1% of the population. So if you are a reflector in human design, you are super rare and a literal gift to humanity. It's very important for you guys to be picky about your environment and the people you have around you, because you quite literally mirror it and start to become it. All right, what else do we have for reflectors in February? All right. Ooh, I see February starting off very empowering for you guys. Like Queen of Swords on the bottom and Queen of Cups is the first card that came out. Like you guys are just feeling really empowered in your sense of self, in your growth, in the growth that you have done so far in the past year. Maybe even like in the past month. The past month has felt like 3. I don't know about y'all, but like you guys have really just become really rooted and grounded in your sense of self and with your emotions. You guys are handling yourselves better. You're able to just like be more clear and be more aware of like things in your life that are affecting you and how to like cope with them in a really healthy way. You guys are seeing things from a different perspective because of this. Like you're really just choosing to be the gentle observer of everything that's going on around you as opposed to identifying with it, which is a huge major life lesson for reflectors. So give yourselves a pat on the back, give yourself a high five in the mirror. Like you have done the work, you've put in the time. And I feel like mid-February, I'm getting there's like this decision that you guys are going to have to make, or maybe it's like looming on your minds now even, like, oh, there's this thing I need to change, or this thing I need to kind of like do to repivot, or like pivot myself in a new direction, or like redirect myself from where I was going, and just kind of like, you're just kind of like contemplating like where you want to go next and how you want to approach things, because you guys really have gone through such a transformation that wasn't even like up to you. Like it wasn't even really your decision. It's just kind of like how your life's played out. And it's kind of led you to this amazing sense of self to really be embodied in this sense of self where you're like almost kind of like a stranger to yourself. So you're like really just kind of getting to know yourself again, because, you know, and this is a thing for reflectors too. Like I talked about, maybe you guys were really around the wrong people or in the wrong environment, and you've changed that up and it's really helped you guys. And it's almost like, wow, who am I now? Because I was like literally such a sponge to that place that I was, that I am like rediscovering myself and refining myself now, because I was so engulfed and like encompassed in that old place and those old people that I was around in that old place that I was in. So it's like you guys have really moved on into a new direction, and it's like it's prompting you to reflect a lot on how you want to move forward in your life as this new person and embodied in this new way. I'm going to get more clarity around what this decision might be. Okay, that was quick. So I feel like you guys, might even be a new love interest. Maybe you were holding on to a relationship or a dynamic with some guy, or just kind of thinking that it couldn't, the right person wouldn't come in for you. And it's like you're really having to look at that clearly and release that, because I do see that you guys are going to have a lot of options as it relates to like romantic interests, or, take this as it resonates. If you already have your person, like this could be a job opportunity, or this could be career interest, but it feels like you guys are going to have a lot of options. So you really need to like let go of what you think you should do, or like any beliefs, that are not yours, that are coming from the people around you, or just kind of like shoulds coming in that aren't really you. And again, like for you guys, you really have to wait the longest of any type to make a decision. It's really important for reflectors for you guys to wait a whole lunar cycle before you make a decision, and wait for that clarity. And if it still hasn't come after the 28 days of one lunar cycle, like wait a whole nother, right? Because it's really important for you guys to feel clarity before you make a decision. And it's only going to come through the whole transgression of a lunar cycle, because you guys are really sensitive to the cycles of the moon, as well as your environment and the people around you. So it's really important to have that for a consecutive like moon cycle, for you to have clarity around being able to make a decision. So it's like you guys really require a lot more time and patience with your decision-making process than the rest of the world. Okay, so it's really important to know that and to just like honor that in yourself. But I feel like once you really let go of any expectations that you're holding for yourself, or like, you know, just old ways of being, or you've been holding on to like material items and you've like cleansed them and you feel a lot better just like letting go of stuff in your environment. Or maybe this was you letting go of actual people or letting go of an actual environment. And you're beginning kind of like a new sense of passion and invigoration and confidence. And, you know, this is like fire sign energy. So you guys are really starting a new kind of like venture with passion, with like renewed action, with renewed sense of self and like confidence in yourself and your abilities and what you're like moving towards. But it's kind of like, you know, have patience for yourself, because you guys do have a lot of options coming in and it might be a little bit overwhelming, but just like take it slow, take it easy. Again, like have patience and grace for yourself during this process. And you will eventually come to clarity about where to go and what direction to take and what to do next. Okay. But I'm seeing that February might be a kind of like, just like, not limbo, but just kind of like, maybe like a healing time where you guys are just kind of like, again, getting to know yourself in like this new light and really just feeling more empowered in who you are and rediscovering that about yourself. You guys are also really like gifted right now in your communication, like in your leadership abilities and your ability to really like lead from the front of your life and like really lead yourself in a new promising direction. That's like you have divine universal support from and with the whole process and the whole way. So just make sure that you're trusting your intuition, that you're tuning in, and again, waiting a full lunar cycle before you feel like fully clear on where to go next and what to do next and what decision to make. This might be keeping you guys like up at night. It might be causing a lot of anxieties, or maybe there's like a situation that happens halfway through February or like the third week of February is what I'm getting, that causes some anxieties, that causes some tension, that causes like some just maybe bad dreams, maybe just like reoccurring beliefs that you thought you had dealt with, that you thought you had like reframed and moved on from. And they're kind of resurfacing just to show you, like, just kind of like test you. And this is actually a download I got last night, and I feel like this is for you guys. The tests aren't bad. It's just like to mirror where you're currently at, what vibration you're currently at. When anyone talks about like tests in terms of manifesting and like universal support, it's like just to mirror and reflect back to you where you're currently at. And it's like a question of, it's not a punishment or like a, like, you know, pass or fail kind of thing. It's like, do you want to continue at this same level, at this same energetic vibration and frequency? Or do you want to ascend? Do you want to elevate that frequency? And that's kind of like what tests are. So it's like if something's causing you like this anxiety and like literally keeping you up at night and keeping you stuck in these maybe like thought loops or patterns of just like exasperation and anxiety and worry, like ask yourself, okay, what is this showing me, and how can I choose to like let this go to move on to something better and higher for myself? So I feel like that will come in just to kind of show you guys again, like, not, like, I don't like to use the word test, but that's really what it is. It's like testing you. Do you want to stay at this vibration, or do you want to raise it higher? And do you want better for yourself than what you currently have had and what you have ever had? And I do see you guys like walking away from it. I do see you guys like really choosing to let it go and to move on and to kind of like put any feelings that you may have had about it in the past and like bury them, like grieve them. I'm going to get more clarity around this, but it's like too, it really takes you guys standing strong in your sense of communication and your sense of self and your ability to really like speak your truth. And set firm boundaries too, I'm getting. So what is this 9 of Swords and 8 of Cups about? Get some more clarity for the reflectors out there, please. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like you guys create your own reality and you're the master of your emotions. So like don't let anything, like remain hopeful towards your future and towards your vision And don't let anything that happens that may cause you a little bit of anxiety or worry or stress, like, deter you from your path or deter you from waiting for clarity to make a decision around something. Like, you guys are really like the master creators. Like, there's there's just quite a few like just like empowering cards and energy in this reading. So it's like you guys are really like becoming masterful at creating your own reality, and really becoming masterful at not only like using your intuition to tune into what's best for you, but like using your healing abilities that all reflectors possess. Like, that is the beauty I see of reflectors, is like you guys are such gifted healers. When you really learn to just observe all the energy that you pick up on and not become it. And I feel like that's a big part of what you guys are learning right now too, is like what you're learning right now is to really not become the energy that you see so clearly, but to just kind of like observe it and be aware of it, and like kind of like release it, like not hold on to it or grip onto it. And I feel like that's what this card too is saying, is like, don't hold on to what you perceive, like just kind of like let it flow through you and off of you. Like, if you were like standing outside and it's snowing or it's raining, like you're not gonna like try and drink all the snow or drink all the rain, right? You're like, hold on to it, like you're just gonna let it like flow off of you, is what I'm sensing. So yeah, let me know how this resonates with you guys in the comments. I love to hear from you. So yeah, please let me know how this resonates, and hope you have an amazing February, and I will see you next month. Much love.